Alright, time for a Volibear game. This will be a low elo video. I'll show you exactly how to carry with Volibear in two different styles as well, so there'll be two different games in this video. The first one I'll be doing is the Flicker Blades build with World of Ages, like the pretty popular build these days, obviously. Did a video on that a while ago when it was coming up, and it's proven to be very strong back then, still now. So it's a build I'd recommend the most. However, there is an easier way to play, I suppose. I'd say easier. It's also a different way, a good way to play, which is going to be the Sundered Sky, tanky engage build, just like, you know, going down that route, all good. So I'll show both. We'll go for the Flicker Blades on this one, and we'll go for the other one in the second game, so you are aware. If you have an interest in either one, I guess you can check those out. Yeah, we're gonna start on blue clear towards top. Here we have Cannon against Renekton. Cannon is gonna shove in the Renekton pretty fast, so it is definitely a thing I'm looking to go for. This is actually kind of stupid. I can't smite this anymore because I got zoned out, and I essentially eat that for no reason, which I'm not too happy about, to be honest. You don't want to smite and get no value out of your smite, basically, so in that case I kind of trolled myself a little bit. You want to get like the full 600, or at least as close to the 600 as you can, and try to use your E between camps like this, so you can keep your Relentless Storm stacks up, because keeping your Relentless Storm stacks up is what's going to give you a lot of clear speed. So that is exactly what we're going for here. Drag it over, and then as soon as we get in range, we E. So this way we can keep our Relentless Storm stacks up once again, and the Q is just for movement speed between the camps there. And this is what's going to give you clear speed, basically, on Volibear. Doing this allows you to drag camps in, get your E, cool down everything. It just makes it nice and easy. Even though I did lose a little bit of time with the way I played the blue Gromp, because usually you just want to E the Gromp or the blue one time and then just smite to finish off the camp. Did I just reset my red buff like an idiot? I did. Lovely. And then that way you can, you know, play much easier for clear speed. But I kind of messed up a bit on this clear. I'm still like relatively fast, as you can see. It's not necessarily bad, but that should be like a 3-minute full clear pretty easily, and I didn't manage it in this time because I trolled. Oh well, all good. We see Cannon shoved in as expected. Renekton is just going to be able to move up here, I hope. Just get the stun, please. Oh, where is your flash stun, my guy? You could have done that while he was under turret still. Okay, well, I mean, we got him. We take those. Renekton was way too passive for my liking, but fair enough. At least we killed him, you know? I have a lot of clear speed there. I was able to get there pretty quickly. All he had to do was just, like, walk into him, because as soon as he gets hit by Cannon, like, running with this lightning dash thing, he gets turret aggro, and then he just stuns into death. Oh, he caged him. Oh, flash for flash, okay. Interesting. I'm gonna have to recall here. The reason I have to recall here is because I need to catch the time right now for this recall. We're gonna go World of Ages. We build all the components we can, essentially, so we just do that, and then we move towards my Gromp here. I don't want to go down here and have a fight with a negative, like, bot lane situation, potentially. Well, just have the money. I already have top scuttle. I'm not too worried about losing a bot scuttle for the tempo I gain here, because now Lee Sin is on the map longer, and I'm just going to be able to clear once again pretty quickly through my camps, get another, maybe top gank off on Cannon. I will have to do some stuff to salvage bot lane, because Kate Xerath is going to be pretty problematic, obviously. So I do have to keep that in mind as well. But yeah, this is fine. Like, not too worried about it. Even if bot lane dies a little bit right now and struggles a little bit, I'll easily be able to fix it later on. Not a problem. I'm just gonna try to get my Renekton into a position where he can just lane against Cannon, because Cannon at some point loses very, very fast against Renekton. All he has to kind of just do is all in him. So like 1 or 2 kills should hopefully be enough. If bot lane ganks are like a lot more prominent, I can also just like instantly recall, for example, after this, and just run out of base towards bot. That's also an option I have. But currently we're just clearing, making sure we get a good camp tempo in there. Probably gonna be able to play for those void gobs there as well, maybe. Cannon's position is not the best for a gank right now. Sweeping Trinket will be up. There is a Poro there. He is not in a great spot. If Renekton just goes in now and oh, he just got Cannon ult. That's a little bit unfortunate. But it should be enough, right? Hopefully. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's so sad. He's dead too. That is really sad. Wow. He just hit 6 there and then, yeah. Okay, that's my 6. Goodbye. That is a choice. That is definitely a choice from you, buddy. I chase this guy with my shield here, and then I finish him off as well, no problem. I just needed to wait for Cannon to walk back in. I knew Cannon was going to greet there. It's not uncommon. Laners just go greedy as hell. Okay, that's spicy. If I have just a mid laner, this guy should never be able to do this, by the way. You get the stun cage, right? Nope, he didn't. Okay. I just have a massive advantage there. I'm very strong as Volibear. I just need to make sure I don't get hit by like Lee Sin Q, and I'm absolutely chilling. So pretty nice and easy there. Don't be too afraid on Volibear. You're very strong. You do a lot of damage, especially since this guy went Tiamat. It's not a very good item to fight champions with. If he had like more value in his more value in his items, like damage-wise, instead of spending 1200 gold on 20 attack damage, then maybe it would be harder for me to fight him. But yeah, nah, he didn't have that. Because essentially he could have bought 2 longswords and had about the same strength with fighting me compared to 1200 gold spent from that Tiamat thing due to the attack damage. Because the cleave doesn't do anything against me. Like, I guess I take active like 83 damage, but that's about it, right? So it's not really that big of a problem. Let's buy one of those, and then we just go back to our clear. I say that, but I probably just need to go bot gank first here out of base. I can do this. Like, my clear is respawning, yes, but I do see a completely shoved up bot side situation to the point where I can probably just walk straight bot and go for the gank first and then move into the clear again. I need to just make sure I don't lose too much clear tempo, because that is obviously quite bad. There's a dot in the bush here, so the ward is gone. Hopefully this works. As long as they walk up somewhat in time for this, it should be fine. Okay, Lux didn't, so he still died because I landed that. That's good. And this guy's gonna die too, I think. Okay, Caitlyn dies. That's fine with me. I noticed Zeri still had barrier before going in as well, which is nice. I was trying to snipe the Pantheon there with a nice E, but that didn't really work out too well. Whoa, buddy, are you kidding me? You're level 5. You realize what you just did? I mean, okay, if that happens, you just QE. Like, you always want to QE, never EQ, because QE kind of cancels the animation from your E cost, so it just goes off. And then I just stun him into a shield, and there's nothing he could do. Like, he just went for it on level 5. If it was level 6, I would somewhat respect it, but again, he still has the Tiamat set up right now, so he's just going to be a bit weaker, especially compared to me right now, you know? Very interesting. Right now, I do have to prioritize going for the clear. I also want these other Void Grubs right now in 145, so basically what I can just do is a full clear into Void Grubs. I will say, like, having extra money right now for me is not that big of a deal. But if you have the money to buy a Rod of Ages, and you should back as fast as possible for said Rod of Ages, you cannot be walking around like having money for Rod of Ages and not backing for it, because it scales with game time. Like, it scales up essentially, so you really need to make sure that you don't waste that. I'm not gonna do anything bot. I don't have to do anything bot here. For me, just catching all my camp tempo right now into the Void Grubs is gonna be the most value. Lee Sin is not gonna gain anything by doing this. We might lose like a bot turret in this position, but that really doesn't matter either. Because I can get 3 tops. I can get my entire clear basically, and the Void Grubs. 6 Void Grubs. I mean, yeah, it's fine. Lux low HP. It'll be a disadvantageous position because Lux didn't like reset, so we can't go 3-man full HP fight that. Now, am I stronger? Maybe, yes, but Lee Sin is losing a lot here. Like, a lot here, because I get a full clear, plus I get the Void Grubs in 40 seconds. And he gets 1 bot turret, which shouldn't matter. So I'm not too fussed about going bot here. If my bot lane just, like, plays, like, relatively smart and doesn't die, the enemy team gains nothing. They gained, like, 1 or 2 turret plates for that entire thing. And I gain an entire jungle clear plus Void Grub, so it's not even close. Like, that's just not good for the enemy team. This should be a free kill. If Renekton angles as well. Yeah, this is just a dead cannon. Viger cleans him up. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to ult for this because I don't have to. I don't need the kill. I don't care, basically, right there. I'm already very strong. If I can give a kill to my solo laners, I'm very happy to do so. So, not a problem. Right now, we're just going to go for these Void Grubs. Make sure that we keep that control, that objective control on these things as much as we can. Build-wise, by the way, like for your runes, you basically go the same page whether you go for this build with the Flicker Blades and Rod of Ages, or whether you go for Sundered Sky. It's the same. The only thing that's different is the Jack of all trades should not be taken if you're going to go for the Sundered Sky build, because it's not as good. In this build setup, you have a lot of different stats in there pretty quickly, but in the other build you don't, so it's worth less. Jack of all trades is only worth it with this Flicker Blade build. Otherwise, you can just go Cosmic Insight, or you can go Blue Tree instead, and then not take the free boots and simply just go for like the movement speed increase, like Celerity and Nimbus Cloak, or Celerity and Water Walking, for example. Those are options. Now, they did get bot turret, but that one bot turret they spent so much time on that turret, and I just got so much after Lee Sin that it really just doesn't matter that you lose one bot turret. Even though my bot lane is tilting. So we're gonna tell them to relax. I'm gonna go kill the cannon here. This right now from Lee Sin, like, he is like actually just straight up losing a lot. He's just going behind. We're gonna wait a little. Okay, he flashed for that. Fair enough. I'll ult if I have to. We can dive this. Because we just ult the turret basically, and we just disable the turret so we can dive with Volibear. You never want to ult too early. Okay, that's a bit of a problem actually. Especially since my Renekton just kind of trolled me like big time by not walking through. I was almost able to get him there. But yeah, my Renekton walked off this way instead of walking down here. Which kind of sucked for me, I suppose. And I also slightly messed up. Pantheon's crit barely killed me at the end. And if I got my skills back for one rotation, one stun and one W, he would have died to me. But I didn't. However, now I've spent my money into the Flicker Blades, and I will be completely fine. It should not be a problem whatsoever. Alright, I'll go help bot lane for the rest of this game. It's not a problem. I got my 6 Void Grubs. Don't care that much about the Rift Herald. I'm just gonna go straight bot lane here, I think. I could clear all the way down to bot lane, but I see the aggression levels on bot right now. I think I'd rather just go there straight away. So there's a control ward here. We're gonna... Oh, that's warded as well. That's a little bit sad. I'm just gonna chase him with another Q. That's the power of Flicker Blades. Like, you have the extra CDR to the point where there's nothing they can do. Put this ahead of him. He gets slowed by it. I go in. Oh, exhaust is actually kind of annoying. That's gonna hurt me. But why the exhaust though? That's my bad. I disrespected exhaust completely. I also thought Lux was gonna actually do a little bit more damage, but I was mistaken. I will tone it back a little bit. It was a bit too aggressive considering I had no armor to really do that against a 5-kill Pantheon. I disrespected it entirely. That is on me. I actually just... Yeah. I really disrespected Pantheon a lot there. I thought it wasn't gonna be as bad, but I just now noticed that he had 5 kills. Which is, I guess, kind of blind on my end. I also just gave him a shutdown, so that's very blind on my end. I really should have respected him more there. I thought I was going to be completely fine. Oh well. Silly errors. Stupid mistakes. That's what happens. Happens to all of us. They got dragged because of my stupidity, which is fair enough. I am incredibly strong, though. Like, even though I made, like, mistake there, it is whatever. It should be fine. Gonna go wrong straight at Caitlyn here. Gonna... Wait, auto-pathing. Can you not troll me, please? Excuse me, like... this is not great. I'm gonna smite for range and assist at least. I'll not try to last hit it. I'm just gonna give it to my ADC. It's fine. But at least that way I can get it. I'm just gonna clear my camps up now and we'll go for the Rift Herald, I suppose. Because after that, there's not really much to do. Bot, okay, they're doing Rift Herald. I'm not gonna make it in time with the Rift Herald being that low already. Nah. I mean, it's possible if the Vigar wants to come, but he is also not setting a foot. They get... Oh, that dash fill is actually quite bad. Just a nice cage is fine. They lose this fight completely. There's nothing they can do. Goodbye. I don't really care that they get the Rift Herald. Like, that means absolutely nothing to me, to be honest. Like, I really don't care. The Rift Herald is like some value, but it's nothing major where I'm like, ooh, I'm scared of losing it. I'd rather win the fight here than get it. It's okay. I didn't think they were going to really do the Rift Herald like that because their jungler was bot lane, so I wasn't necessarily worried about like finishing it. Could I have potentially maybe smite stolen it if I played a little bit more aggressive? Probably yes, actually. Hindsight, it's definitely something I could have looked for. Maybe should have looked for even. So that's most likely my bad for not even getting the Rift Herald. Maybe a little bit too passive there in that position. Alright, we have 1900 gold for the Frozen Hearts. We're gonna go mid here. I am incredibly strong. My Renekton is strong, my Vigar is strong. Like, I'm pretty happy with this position. I want to, but I don't think I can. I don't know how aggressive Renekton is willing to go there. Like, I could ult forward and go for that play. But I'd rather play it relatively safe and try to catch a position here for the rotation on my bot lane. So I can just fight this guy. Yeah, this is kind of what I expected. Like, that bot lane was shoving in, so I expected them to rotate down and I could just get a catch. Finish him off. I disabled the turret for quite a bit there by ulting it, so they couldn't really do anything there. They just get killed. Like, fairly straightforward, like, they just get killed. The ult disable is very strong on turrets. Really try to make sure you use it as an ult disable, like as a turret disable thing as well. Very valuable. I don't really want to keep pushing here. This is a bit much. We're just gonna go mid here. Cannon is pushing top, but that really doesn't matter, obviously. Like, we also have 6 Void Grubs, so we just push much faster, but we get double in hip for what a cannon is going to get, like 1 turret there or something. Which is even going to take him a while. I am just going to finish that, and I'm just going to leave. My bot lane is backing. They should make it before he gets the turret, so it should be fine. As long as he doesn't get that turret, it's good. Like, obviously, I'm not going to back there when I have the opportunity to get 2 inhibitors, right? That's kind of troll. Especially Cannon is not a champ that pushes really quickly, so you can definitely just relax and there's not much you can do. Look at my cooldowns, by the way. This is the power of this build. Like, you have so many, like, cooldown reduction, so much cooldown reduction on this, and it adds up quickly because you can stun a lot, but then also stun into E a lot, and that both of those will just do a good chunk of damage. So with this setup, like, you're doing numbers. All right, 40 seconds on Dragon, which is what we're going to play for as well. It's gonna go Frozen Heart and then standard just Spirit Visage. Do I need Magic Resist actually? Yeah, I definitely need some Magic Resist. We'll go Spirit Visage here. Spirit Visage is really, really good on Volibear because it increases healing and shielding, and that's healing from W and shielding from E. So it adds up a lot, and it's a very good Magic Resist item because of that. We're also now with the Jack of all trades for the extra adaptive force, which is nice. But yeah, this is fine. This is looking pretty good. I'm just gonna flash forward, it should be fine. Do I? I mean, I don't have to ult just yet. This doesn't do anything. He's dead. Just go ult there. I'll smite him as well. Finish him off too. Good chase. The power of being able to auto-attack in the chase there is huge, because I land my Q, I auto-attack like once or something, and they already instantly... like, my Q is just basically back off cooldown already. Like, right there. It's already off cooldown once again. I still get turret aggro there? How? That's actually bad for me. I might die now. Especially after that turret hit. That could kill me. Okay, I need to leave now. Anything else is too aggressive from my side right now. I wonder what Lee Sin's up to here. Is he gonna try to go for Dragon? I think I could just go Dragon anyway. I don't think he can do anything against me. Because I can heal back. Like, look at this healing with W, by the way. Like, look at that. That's ridiculous. Absolutely wild. It's such a low cooldown as well that you just heal back everything super fast. There we go. Good. I'll take the blue for the team objective here. And their base is in tatters, so we can just Baron and end the game pretty easily right now. Yeah, I have 18 out of 24 kill participation, which is absolutely huge. And most of it is just like, you know, this build is very, very cheap. Like Rod of Ages and Flicker Blades are only 2,600 gold each. So you can get to those items pretty quickly. And as soon as you have those two items, you're going to be very, very strong. So it's very like straightforward to get to. You just need to have some good early game pacing, like the jungle trick that I showed you, right? With the kiting the camps towards the next one and holding on to your passive and stuff. That's like the biggest thing, because that's going to give you a lot of clear speed additionally to the point where you'll have the strength to be able to play. Gonna go for the Lee Sin here. You are what? I'm gonna ult over then, fine, whatever. Just Baron. It's best to Baron here. I can't solo it though, so I really do need my team to actually go for a Baron. Can we just take the Baron, please? Like, what is going on here then? Because, like, a push is not very realistic without Baron. Xerath has way too much wave clear. Caitlyn has massive range as well. There is no point in going for, like, a push there without the Baron. With the Baron, however, it's going to be impossible for Xerath to clear the wave, so it'll be much better. I can tank this literally forever, by the way. Just like with shields, with W cooldown. I'll be able to do it. I just don't have much damage for my teammates right now. It's not amazing. I think I might actually do the most damage to Baron in this situation as well. Might be close with Volibear, actually, to be fair. I will go... They'll have to reset here, most likely. I'm going to go reset as well, but I'm just going to get the red for the team. The inhibitors are respawning on the enemy side, and what we're going to basically do is like a 1-3-1 and just shove all the waves in with Baron. And that should be pretty clean. Do this, back for the Spirit Visage. And then as my last item here, we're going to go for the Warmog's. We go Warmog's because we have enough HP built easily. And Warmog's gives me the sustainability. It's a very good item, right? Like, it's just movement speed, sustainability. You can go in and out of fights very easily. Like, you can really go for a fight and then get low HP, heal everything back. It's just a very strong item at the last moment here. You can also, at the end, after the Warmog's, then proceed to sell your boots for a Jug Show, is usually what I end up doing. This build is very strong. You can also go like things like Thornmill in that situation instead as well, if you'd like. Okay, this is just a bit iffy, right? How strong do I think I am? I'm down to go for this. I'm gonna go for this. That's fine. Let's go take an all-in fight. I don't really mind. That's okay. Gonna ult here. Oh, that trap is actually that. I'm surprised that hit me. I'm not gonna lie. Just flash stun, get him in this skill. I'm just gonna keep chasing them. I don't really mind too much. Okay, that was a bit too aggressive. Bit too aggressive. Too much CC. My 9.7 seconds of CC. Please stop. Okay, I'm gonna sell these boots for these boots right now. God damn it. There was so much CC. Like, I literally just needed to get a single W off to heal myself back for like 600-700 damage. But I could not physically get a single skill off with this much CC. This is crazy. Alright, fair enough. I did not have the tenacity capabilities to deal with the aggression I just showed. God damn. Alright, I'll take it back. I could not be that aggressive because I literally couldn't move. Oh, man. Okay, fair enough. I guess out of base, I'll just take the dragon. It should be fine. As long as we kind of, like, team fight instead of going in one by one, I guess we win the game anyway. It should be okay. I say that full well knowing that I kind of just did that too, but, you know, I inted too. I mean, I could just run it down mid, right? It seems fine. They still have Baron on some players here as well, so it should be absolutely completely fine. Cannon did back. Just go for the turret. It should be like it should be very easy to go for this. I am here as well. The problem, we don't have a great engage, to be honest. We definitely miss some engage potential here. Cannon is looking for the flank. Not gonna happen, buddy. Not gonna happen. Yep. Goodbye, Xerath. CC! Stop! Bite him real quick. Go for the Caitlyn. Heal there. Shield myself. Kill the Caitlyn as well. Perfect. Okay, there we go. That was better. I didn't get permanently CC locked that time around. Yo, relax. Turret, please. There you go. Very spicy game. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. This was the first out of 2 games. So, yeah, if you have enjoyed the video so far, please make sure to hit the like button below, and I will show you the Sundered Sky build in 2 seconds. Alright, time for the second game of this video. I'll be playing against a Shaco on this one. We're also going to be going for the Sundered Sky build instead of the Flicker Blade setup this time around. So you guys are aware, I mean, of that, I guess. You should be aware. I said it at the first game as well. We're at the start of the first game. We're going to go back. We're going to start topside. I'm going to starting topside here because, I mean, my Teemo is going to make that ungankable on top lane. He's just going to have perma-shove. I think my most likely gank scenario would be bot lane. So that's why we're going to start topside. I just want to get the most likely kill situation going for myself, essentially. If I had, like, the reverse matchup, I'd just start on bot clear up, because then Teemo shoves in the Urgot and it just becomes killing Teemo I can't speak! It becomes killing Teemo festivities. Jesus Christ, man. It's okay. I guess I'm having a brain meltdown. Oh, God. Alright, cool. Good start to the game. Alright, so when this, like, situation here, going from blue to Gromp, you should always try to E the Gromp for the second time and just smite the blue on the first time around. And then this way we just hold the E right now, because we just kite this way now. And then we finish it off here, and then we just E this camp as soon as we get in range. Drag the camp in a bit, hold on to your Relentless Storm stacks, and then we just start kiting this camp down this way as well. Towards the Raptors here. Don't use your E right now either, because otherwise it will not be up on time going into this Raptor movement. I'm trolling a little bit here. It's like not really walking with me, which is really annoying. I might not reach it now. Yeah, I dropped it. That was weird, man. Felt like I just trolled myself. I lost my passive stacks there by messing up, which is gonna cost me a couple seconds of clear speed, unfortunately. I felt like some weird lag, or just, I guess that's brain lag as well. I clearly had brain lag at the start of this one as well, you know, what can I say? Dear God. I just kite this down. Hit it down a little bit further here. I'm actually just, like, canceling auto attacks. What is happening? Finish this off. Go on to the next camp. That red will there die to the pet hit. Bot lane is looking like a position where I can go for the gank. So I'm just going to smite for a little bit more clear speed here so I can move into this position faster. There's a lot of aggression going on right now, so I definitely want to move here quickly. If my bot lane was all the way shoved in, I wouldn't smite that, because at that point it makes more sense to put it ahead. It would have made more sense to just chill. Goodbye. I knew you were... I had a feeling she was going to go for that ward. Just shove the wave so we can dive this guy, please. Okay, if you want to tank it, then I'll go for the kill, sure. I was just trying to wait on the wave, to be honest. He's going to try to get away. There's a box here, but I don't know if I can chase here. We'll see. Me chasing this allows my Lucian to just do whatever he wants as well, so I guess that's kind of chill. I actually have a problem here, because right there, Aurora is like in a better position than my Vex, and she does have the range to potentially mess with me. Gonna go for the Shaco. That's... You just suicided for a Scuttle Crab, by the way. You realize that, right? Dude, he queued and he doesn't have flash, so he can't get away from me. Like, what is he doing? The Aurora there had like 1 HP as well, so this guy's gonna die too. What is happening? I mean, can I... do I want to dive this guy? Let's go for this Ashe right now. That seems like a very free kill as well. Interesting flash. Exhaust used. Just walk ahead of the Ashe here. Whoa, no, please. What do you mean? I was just going to use the E there. She's already dead. Doesn't matter. No, it's too much. Okay, my bad. I was a bit too greedy. Dude, what is going on? They just kept walking into me. Like, what could I... what do you want from me? Like, I just... Okay. Okay. Sure, sure. Okay. Very interesting. I guess I have 5 kills at 5 minutes. I'm sorry. It's just like, I don't know what to say, man. Like, it's just like they just kept walking at me. That Shaco just literally queued towards the scuttle to get it. And just Sudoku'd himself, essentially. Very interesting. 16 seconds on Void Gobs. I'll play for those. So we're gonna do Wolves here, and then we're just gonna go top scuttle Void Gobs. I have Teemo split push angles, so any type of split push champion is just kind of good for Void Grubs. He's most likely just going to split push the entire game. Just walk up, hit it, walk back a bit, get them to group together so we can land the E. And get nice damage from our passive here as well. And we focus them down by one. I only have 1 smite available to me here, so we're just going to use it on the last one. If I had 2 smites, I could like smite the first one and then smite the last one most likely in time as well. And then you can make that happen. But if you only have 1 smite, you can only use 1 smite, right? And that's gotta be the last one because you don't want to use it on the first one. Since if you use it on the first one and the enemy jungler shows up for the last one, you won't have smite and you're gonna lose it for no reason. Whereas they may not have been there for the first one. This should hit me level 6, I hope. It does. Let's go kill Shaco on his red buff now then. I have the advantage here, so I need to press it. Like for sure. His red just spawned Shaco. We saw him move towards top side. He's most likely going to be here. He's most likely doing his Raptors first, though, so... Alright, their mid laner is not rotating. Shaco is literally 1 HP. I don't have smite, however. I need to proc the box here, actually. In case you're wondering why I proc the box there, if Shaco is waiting for me in the bush... He can actually smite steal the red, and if I drag it into the bush here, he can't do that. And I don't want to give him his red buff. Okay, Urgot's going aggressive, so we're going topside. Engaging anything is just QE, and then, like, land the hit. So you Q up to him, you cancel your E animation, you land the hit, and then you auto-attack W for the auto-attack reset from your W, and you get to press the attack proc. Very clean, very easy. Bot lane with a double kill. I mean, I have already sealed their enemy bot lane's fate by just that 1 bot lane play I made. Killed that Janna, chasing her down. She tried to really go for that ward. And then, you know, things ended pretty quickly for her after that because there was a massive fight where they just kept running into me for some reason. I'm just a little bit mind blown about. The wave is shoving in here, so I can actually be very patient and just wait a little bit. He's going to walk forward there. That's his death. I was waiting for him to use his dash because that would be his way out, but now he won't have that. There we go. Dead. Perfect. Okay. Wait, he doesn't have my red buff and he's running up. Okay. I'm gonna recall here because I actually just have a very strong back and afford Sundered Sky and boots. Never mind, they're 700 gold now. Okay. I cannot afford my boots. My bad. I forgot about that for a second. My mathed wrong because I thought it was 600 for some reason. I mean... Not for some reason, you know why, because it was 600, but now it's 700, so I don't have the money. So I guess we'll just buy a health crystal, move towards bot side camps. Alright, E as soon as we get in range. We do have a Sundered Sky now, so we are pretty strong. That Shaco is not necessarily weak. He does have 2 kills. He is a bit behind in CS, obviously, but he does have 2 kills. Enemy bot lane, however, is struggling a lot after that interaction in the bot side jungle. Cost him a lot of farm. Lucian got a lot of XP out of it, a lot of farm out of it, so he has a big CS lead. He's looking pretty damn good at the moment. My goal here is just to look for this dragon, essentially. Gonna try to, if you have the lead, have the advantage, try to press for the objectives. I want to try to get these objectives done as much as I can. Get that control there, and then for the rest of the time we have, we're like looking at ganks, obviously, but we're also looking to like really pressure Shaco off of his camps in order to, well, have the advantage consistently. There's an Ashe there. Should be fine, 900 on the smite. Shaco doesn't have a 900 smite, so nothing they can do. I just want to walk forward here. Because I know Shaco's camps are most likely to be up in this position, so I just want to take them. He needs to run in the right direction if he wants to live here. That is a pretty decent flank angle from Shaco, to be fair. I am going to finish the blue because it's also a level up, but it's also a blue buff. Gonna wait for Shaco to walk in straight face first into me. And then we do auto attack reset there. Open your eyes, dude, you saw him. What do you mean? Ah, dear God. That is so unfortunate there. Nami. That is very sad. You just walked straight into me, Ashe. I don't know about these decisions you're making. Goodbye. Yeah, I don't know, man. We saw the Shaco's little silhouette at the end there, and the Nami just walked off to the other direction, unfortunately. What can I do? I need to get those Void Gloves, so I need to walk up through... Hit the ward! Thank you. I didn't want to walk back for the ward, because I actually need to rush this, since Shaco could be doing it very quickly here, and I don't want to give them to him. So I need to be fast. He's not here. Okay, okay. 7 out of 10 KP is huge. I will die to the E. Just gonna focus the next one. Again, I only have one smite, so I'm just gonna smite the last one. Got the 6 Void Gloves here. Few auto attack reset in between. Smite it out, and we're looking very good. Right, I've got an entire jungle up. There's no objective up right now. Top lane is... I mean, I'm not gonna dive the Urgot. Can't be bothered with that. So we're just gonna go back bot lane. Just hammer, keep hammering through on that side to get the advantage. Press the advantage, keep the advantage. This build does scale a bit worse than the Flicker Blade build, so I do have to try to press the advantage as much as possible. Because with the Flicker Blade setup and World of Ages, you have better scaling to the point where you can calm down a little bit as well. And just like potentially farm here and there, but if this build... Like, if you get a lead, you need to keep it, you know? Right here, I'm gonna do Scuttle into his red buff, because it just spawned. Okay, this guy is just dead on mid lane. Dead on my... Oh, it's already dead on my screen by my mid laner. Never mind. We move to red then. I'm really... Okay, we need to danger ping bot side. Oh, he's mid. Okay. That's fine. Urgot is low. He's gonna have to push the next wave as well, I believe. Does he? Let's see if Shaco walks up to me here. He probably dashed off the other side. Yeah, I know he did walk this way. Okay. I mean, this doesn't do anything. I'm gonna walk into the box. Get my 10 gold. Now bot lane's going very aggressive here. Should be fine. They should have enough of a lead. I will say that Shaco's going to be bot soon. There he is. Pinged them in time. They backed off. They listened. We're happy. I think my best play at this point is just get the Rift Herald in 20 seconds. Like, it makes the most sense. I can look for mid here as well, to be fair. Yep, she goes for that. That's fine. Loop in all the way behind. Cut him off at a good angle here. I'm not gonna, like, let her get out. Like, my Vex will have it. I'm not gonna greed. I don't have to greed. I'm assuming Vex is gonna have it. Yeah, there we go. Good. I just stand across the wall. We don't have to go over. We don't have to flash. We don't have to ult. We have to do nothing. All we have to do is wait and give Aurora no way to escape that. at all. So that's what we do there. Don't greed, don't be stupid. If I would ult over and then she has an opportunity to flash this way and maybe get out, that would just be bad. Like, it just makes no sense to do that, you know? I have no reason to greed for a kill. I'm already strong. Giving kills to my laners is not a bad thing. Ooh, Shaco does got a big shot down there. That's unfortunate. He is low enough HP to where this won't matter. Mid lane might have TP available. Gonna go for the Rift Herald. I do not want to lose the dragon, preferably. That'd be kind of annoying. I'm really trying to keep this objective pressure up so I can have that advantage. I'm gonna have to ask for some vision on dragon. Hit the Iron Smite, and then we have to run down to dragon. I need my bot lane to actually move. My support, at least. Someone needs to pull the ward there so they don't just do it for no reason. Okay, they aren't doing it apparently, so I guess we're good. I'm not too worried about the Aurora, to be honest. It's gonna hit the ward. Auto attack reset with Q to kill the ward quicker. I'm just gonna run at bot lane now, because I think, if anything, there's gonna be a collapse here. I just need my team to, like, not AFK. My Nami is slow and my Vex is slow as well. So right now, I want to play for this, but I have to be very careful. Because I can't over-aggress if my team is rotating this slowly. So this is something you will have to respect, especially in low elo, because people are going to be extremely slow at rotating. And it's just unfortunate, really. Like, that's all there is to it. It's just very unfortunate. You have to respect, you just have to wait. Try to walk back until they show up, because going overly aggressive by yourself is not going to work. Like, it just simply won't. I thought I had a sweeping trinket there. I guess it's fine. I'm just gonna go down bot, because the mid turret's already kind of dead. And I can use this to kill their bot lane. And an ult out of range. It does cost me a Rift Herald bounce there, but it does give me a double kill, because I can hit the enemy champions for the bounce. So, I mean, I'll take a double kill, you know? I can hit this blue to regenerate myself. This is also a level up, by the way. I know there's a box there. I have to respect it. There's the mid laner again. Because of their mid laner, I will have to be careful now. I can't disrespect him there. If it was just going to be Urgold and the other guy, that would have been fine, but yeah. I did technically miss a Rift Herald bounce into the turret, which does cost me a bit of turret pushing capability, but I'll take a double kill, you know? That is okay. I will take a double kill. The most important thing in that fight is just that I'm not going to assume that my team is going to be fast at rotations, because they just weren't, right? So it's just very simply, wait until they actually show up before you go in, before you go overly aggressive. Otherwise, you might die beforehand. Or before anything significant happens, and it'll just be bad for you, you know? It's not favorable to end like that. Also, another thing, by the way, if you are this far into the video and you haven't hit the like button yet, be sure to do so. That would be greatly appreciated as assistance with the YouTube algorithm. Subscribing as well, I mean, you know, if you want to watch more content from me, be sure to do that too. And yeah, we move on. Gonna go for the Janna here. She is pretty easy real estate. I go for the one that's furthest back, because the other guy was pretty much already going to be dead. I think I'm not going to get the Janna here. Okay, I barely did. My Q actually registered. I wasn't sure if it was going to register as Janna knocked me up. But it did, so we're good. She was like a fraction of a second too late with the knock-up, I believe, to the point where it actually worked. Maybe a bit of a flip to go for that flash Q there, but, you know. Shove this, go for the turret. Some of these boxes out of the way so we don't take a constant amount of damage. There we go. Perfect. We walk away. I have a lot of money right now, so I definitely need to look for a reset. Do I advise walking around with this much money? Absolutely not. That is definitely bad, usually, but in this game specifically, I just have the agency to do it, because as you can see, I have the Sundered Sky and I'm still up on items, basically, compared to anyone I'm fighting right now, so it's actually kind of fine. Boots wise here, they have a decent amount of CC. I'm just gonna go Mercs, and then we're gonna go for the Deadman's Blade for the movement speed engage, and then we just need some magic resist now as well, which the best version of an item is gonna be It's just gonna be Force of Nature, actually, I think. Probably not. I think it's better on Volley to just go Spirit Visage here. I'm thinking Force of Nature, but that's only if, like, they had, like, a burn mage, which I don't really. Not right now, at least. I could go double Magic Resist even if it comes down to it. But I don't think that'll be necessary. We've got our Deadman's Blade. Like, basically, Sundered Sky Deadman's Blade is the items you're really looking for, because this gives you that, like, Deadman's Blade movement speed gives you that engage potential that you're looking for with this setup. So, yeah. It is, however, more expensive as well. Like, this thing costs you 3,100 gold, I believe. And then the Deadman's Blade is also more expensive than, like, Navori Flicker Blades with Rod of Ages. So, you do spend more money on that, too. See if I can rotate mid here real quick. This is going to be the real one. Just going to ult him straight up. Dead. Perfect. Chasing Shaco at that point was going to be pretty pointless. It's going to be hard to tell where that guy was going to go, whereas that mid laner is just a very easy tell. Should be fine to go for this guy. He is level 14, so I'll respect him a little bit. I'm only level 12 at the moment. Should be able to just press for the mid turret here, hopefully. Vex is pushing bot turrets, so right now we're just pressing turrets. We have the 6 Void Grubs that I secured, so our pushing strength should be very good. Not going to disrespect Urgot too much. I'm just going to try to allow my range champions to hit the turret, but this guy is just straight up trolling. He should be hitting the turret. Like, he is basically just walking behind there for no reason, while he has the range advantage to actually auto-attack the turret, which should have been able to finish off the turret, but he didn't do this, of course, so... I guess I can go for the Jenna here. I'm assuming I'd be fast enough with Deadman's Blade. If your Q gets cancelled, by the way, you can just recast it every time. So, you can just, like, if they CC you, you get the cooldown refresh, so you can keep chasing them. As you can see, I'm also extremely fast because of Deadman's Blade, so I'm just gonna keep running at the enemy team. This is kind of the way you play it. Like, you just play very aggressive with this setup. Nothing too much here. I do want this turret. With this wave, I should be able to press for it, as long as my Teemo actually auto-attacks the turret this time. Please just auto-attack the turret. Thank you. Appreciate that one. That's all I needed for him to do. Okay, we see the Ashe in a bad position. Probably Vex has her already, to be fair. I do see the blue, so I do want to take this. This is a pretty, like, significant objective to take, because it gives my entire team blue buff past 20 minutes. So it's very good here. Gonna finish that, and then we move bot. Should be able to finish this off. Yeah, giving my team the blue is quite good there, so I will definitely do it. Auto attack move on the Ashe, so we instantly hit her as soon as we see her. Okay, good juke. Oh, what? Hi no. I should be able to chase him though. I'm very fast with this setup. As you can see, that item right there allows me to chase her very easily. I hate this champion, by the way. She's gonna dash that way, but it won't matter. I gave her false space, essentially. Okay, I'm just gonna keep walking forward, because there's no other way for her to run. Dude. What an annoying champion. I want this this dragon for sure, yes. But in this position, I can just hit the turret down first. We have 6 Void Grubs. I just need to get the turret out of the way while I have the chance right now. Auto attack reset, just hit this. It's fine. It's dead to Void Grubs. We're good. Perfect. We go dragon then. I do want to finish the turret in that position because we just killed, like, the numbers. They can't defend that very well. So we definitely want to press for the turret, but we don't want to lose the dragon. So we're not going to overly aggress for anything stupid, because if I die there, I might lose the dragon. And that simply just wouldn't be worth it. Okay. Good. I have quite a lot of money, so I'm just going to reset here. Got the Spirit Visage. Looking pretty good. We're just looking at tank items here, essentially. Like, what tank item is going to benefit me? This guy went Ravenous. This guy's now building the Liandry's here, right? This guy's going AD Shaco. I think just a solid armor item here is going to be good. Ravenous gives healing, a lot of it, so we're just going to go healing reduction in the form of Thornmill as an armor item now, and we should be chilling. Because this build is basically just Sundered Sky and a bunch of tank options to be able to frontline for your team, to be able to make an engage for your team. So all you're really looking for is, like, very good tank items that work against the enemy team. Healing reduction and reflect damage will do well against them. So Thornmill is definitely the option right now. So that is exactly what we're going to do. Just going to do red here. The only one that's not going to get it here is going to be my Vex, but that doesn't really matter. She's a mage that doesn't need it too badly. I can give the red to Teemo in this position, so I finish it for sure, so he has some chances of doing something. Lucian is, however, very much out of mana, so definitely something to keep in mind. Just save my Teemo from this position. And then we can look for this red buff here as well, hopefully. Gonna hit it. Should be fine. I think I'm just gonna kill Janna first, because she is on the sideline. Just got a nice kill on Janna, pretty free. Getting a sideline pick with someone in positions like this is just always kind of free. If my team doesn't just end up completely dying on mid lane, that would be great. Place my E there because I thought she was gonna run that way, but this way she's always going to die, so there's no way she can survive. It doesn't matter. Like against the volley, this volley build especially, you can't outrun it. Even if you're Janna, you just simply cannot outrun it. It doesn't matter. Like right here, just Q, chase him, he's dead. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm moving, guys. Chill. We'll be fine. Tank it as well. Whoever tanks gets this debuff, by the way. Baron's Gaze, 50% damage cut. Which on this build obviously doesn't matter. Flicker Blade's build, it matters a little bit more because you have more uptime on like E and stuff and W for damage output. I almost have my Thornmill. Actually, yeah, no, it's 1500 exactly. I was about to say, is it like 1350 or like 1300? Sorry, no, it's not. It's 1500. We're good. So we're gonna farm out that until we get it. Put the blue to my team. We'll back after this Gromp to spend our money, get the item. I have 3 dragons, I have 6 void grubs. I did take the Rift Herald as well and the Baron. We're just keeping objective control. If you have a lead, you need to keep that lead. Especially for a build like this, it's extremely important. But it's like a Flicker Blade build at this stage would be a lot more scary to fight for the enemy team. Compared to this. Like this is going to be harder to straight up kill. Like in this position, it's pretty hard to fight this. I'm gonna ult that. Okay, they do actually have the damage capabilities of killing me there. Okay. I guess I disrespected their damage output a bit. I think it was a bad call regardless from me going for that. Because Urgold Ultimate would have always finished me off, even if I was able to try to survive on low HP. Yeah, that was I made a mistake. I shouldn't be disrespecting their damage too much. Like, I actually took a large amount of damage. They're not weak. This guy has 9, 1, and 7 kill-wise, so I really shouldn't be disrespecting him as much as I just did. Fair enough. My bad. I will play a little bit more respectful next time. Wait for my team to show up for it before I jump back in with my ultimate, because there was no reason for me to over-aggress the way I did. I essentially just gave him a kill. Now, it does still mean that because they went so aggressive on me that the Vex does get the split push with Baron, so that is somewhat okay, but obviously it's still not an excuse for me to play badly like that. The most important thing here is definitely getting this dragon. So even though like I obviously went very aggressive there, I at least went aggressive when there wasn't a threat of losing an objective like a dragon. Which is always something I try to keep in mind when I'm deciding whether I'm going to go for a play or not. Always try to keep in mind whether there is going to be an objective that you're going to lose if you lose that fight. And in that position, that just wasn't the case. Like, I would lose the Baron buff, sure, but I'm not going to lose the objective dragon spawn. Which is the most important thing to me. I always think about that before I go into fights. Because as a jungler, you just have to know whether you can actually go for something or not. I'll be respectful this time around. Again, I'm not going to look to die right before the dragon. I have 1 extra smite there, so we'll just go for it. Flash used. That's a free flash. We take those. Go dragon now. I just need my team to go for the dragon. Shaco Smith is completely free. Break soul. My team is 2 split right now. We actually should be grouping a bit better, which should make our life way easier, but I guess it's okay. And like when fights or when games turn into a bunch of chaos like this, especially in low elo, this will happen because your laners just do whatever. I mean, I also died, to be fair. I made the mistake there as well. Like just going overly aggressive, to be fair. But having the objectives is what's going to secure you these things. So that's why having the mountain soul finished and everything is still very good. I'm going to have to help this guy out here. Gonna go over here. I should be able to cut off the Aurora. I just need my Lucian to not walk like an absolute buffoon like he's doing right now. Because he's walking way too far around, essentially. I think she got out of that one. Okay, there she is. It's fine. Stun. Hit. All good. Chase this. Now I'm just gonna go aggressive because that should be nothing they can do here. Although they do have a lot of annoying slows. I wonder where my team is. Like, they just don't want to walk forward or something. Okay, just calm it down. Wait a little bit for my team to get in like a half-decent position at least. Pressing them off the inhibitor so we can just hit it. I'm like trying to keep a zone here so they can't just engage my team very easily. I just ping for the mid turret next. Just slowly break their base. I'm really like, my job here is to make sure that they cannot engage on my squishies. So I'm not gonna allow them to walk through me. Essentially, they will get stunned walking through me, and I will not allow that. I will not allow my squishies to get hit for free. Just gonna make a slow engage here. Okay, he just stepped up. That's his own fault. All they have to do is just hit the turret. Got a quick proc on that. They have a range advantage, they just need to use it. I need them to actually walk forward because they're currently walking too far back. Just auto attack Q the turret real quick. They have some space here. Could have walked to disable the turret there with my ult, but that is the confidence I do not have because my ranged champions are playing very, very, very scared for no reason. They just have way more room because I'm giving them the space, but they're not using it. So I have to then also respect that at the same time and not play overly aggressive or anything of that nature. So I have to ult out there. Build-wise here, finish the build off with a Warmox in this position and you will be good. You can sell boots at the end then as well if you'd like for the Jug Show potentially, or just another tank item. Force of Nature potentially, something like that is also fine. But yeah, with that being said, that was it for Volibear. I hope you guys enjoyed both of these games. If you did, make sure to like button below, and I will see you guys in the end game stats. All right, so for the end game stats here for game number 1, I ended up doing 28.4k damage. This is with the Roll of Ages Flicker Blade setup. A very solid amount of damage, obviously the most here, not bad. True damage at 1400. We have objective damage at 47.1k. Healing done 21.2. Damage taken at 40k as well. Self-mitigated at another 61.9k, 62k basically. This is, a lot of it is from your shield, from your E. You get it up very, very frequently as well because of the Flicker Blades cooldown, right? So adds a lot of value. Adds a lot of value for sure. Gold earned at 14.8. For the runes, Press the Attack dealt 3000 damage, which is very nice. Triumph for 2800 HP extra gold. Legend Haste for the ability haste. I actually like the ability haste more than I like the attack speed. I think you get enough attack speed. Anyway, you have 2 auto attack resets in your kit with Q and E as well, potentially. And Flicker Blades lowers the cooldown of those very quickly, so you get you get a lot of auto attack resets basically. So I don't really value the attack speed as much as I value the ability haste. Just helps a bit with ult cooldown and just like initial cooldowns as well for like early situations. So that's why I take it. We have Last Stand for the bonus damage in closer fights. I like this one the best because it just wins out those very close fights in the early game, so that's why we go for it. You can go coup de grace or even cut down if you'd like. Jack of all trades for the bonus stats. Obviously, with this setup, you're going to get enough different bonus stats to the point where you get just 25 AD from it, essentially. Or adaptive damage. I believe it's actually going to be AP with this build. But, you know. And then magical footwear for the free boots. You can potentially take the free, the gold from buying legendary items. However, the legendary items are 2600 gold each initially, and this one's also 2500 gold. So they're very cheap, so you're not going to get as much gold. And I like the boots or the free boots a lot more because they allow me not to have to buy boots, and I could just fully focus on getting the Rod of Ages in there. So I saved myself that boots gold in the early game to buy Rod of Ages, to have better tempo for Rod of Ages, to skill faster, if that makes sense. So that's why we're going to go down this route here. Last item here would have been Warmogs, and then you can potentially sell your boots for like a Jock Show or something like that. Probably in this game I still needed to hold on to my tenacity, because you saw I had some issues with that, getting CC'd for like 10 seconds. So might have had to keep them and then just go for the potion that gives me some tenacity as well to hold on to everything. But that's basically it. Moving into the second game with the Sundered Sky builds, I ended up doing 23k damage. We started off very strong, obviously. Volibear is a very strong early game champion, and I just saw a bunch of good fight opportunities for me, which was kind of nice. However, you do see that with this setup, my damage scaling potential is not as good. Flicker Blades would have done way more damage here, essentially. I did get out damaged by Vex, which, considering my position, probably shouldn't have happened. I mean, it wouldn't have happened if I went for the other build, but still, you lose damage. You don't have as much damage with this Volibear setup. And yeah, that's the difference, really. You can clearly see it there. We have true damage at 1500, which is a pretty respectable amount. Objective damage at 62.8. I just made sure to have control. I had early game advantage. You press the early game advantage, especially with this build, as much as you can into scaling, making sure that even if your team starts trolling, even if you start trolling, like I made mistakes as well, even if you die stupidly and give a shutdown or whatever, objectives are king. As long as you don't die and lose an objective, you're looking pretty good. Healing done 22k. Damage taken at 41.2k. Very good. Self-mitigated here at another 61.8. Again, very good numbers here. But you saw that I reached a relatively same amount in the previous game, but that was a shorter game as well. So there is that. Gold earned 15.3. For the runes, press the attack dealt 1600 damage in this instance. It's actually a lot less than Flicker Blades, I will have to say. And Triumph for 1300 HP restored, extra gold. Haste, same reason, ability haste. We have lost 10 for that extra damage in closer fights. Did do a little bit less value in this one because, well, I'm a lot tankier and I have Sundered Sky, so there's an argument here to go cut down instead, but I still have that extra damage in those closer early game fights, so even though it might lose value later on, I still like it for that early game situation. And with this setup, I like to go Nimbus Cloak and Celerity. The reason I like to go for this combination is because this helps you chase Nimbus Cloak with a Smite combination. You can just Q Smite towards the target, get the Nimbus Cloak proc, and it's just going to be much nicer for you. Same goes with Flash. You're really looking for that engage with this setup, so Nimbus Cloak really helps. And then Celerity is just straight up movement speed increase for your Q and for Nimbus Cloak activations, etc. So that's why we go for that setup here. In this item slot, I would have gone for a Warmogs, and then you can potentially sell your boots very late here for, you know, like a Jock Show, Force of Nature, anything else, really. So there's that. With that being said, that was it for both of these Volibear games. If you've enjoyed it, be sure to hit the like button, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. Bye.